I'm Jenny Clary and I'm your transformational nutrition coach. And today I wanted to talk about how to acquire knowledge super duper quick. And I came up with this amazing method and I just had to share it with you guys. So if you guys don't get scared, but the best way to acquire knowledge is through books. And I know maybe some of you don't really like books or like reading, have some very traumatizing experience. I've definitely have had some moments. I'm not a fast reader. I'm a very slow reader, but I actually do love reading when I can, but I'm very like on and off with it, and I do get stuck a lot. And it was so amazing because recently I watched a TED Talk by Tai Lopez on why everyone should read a book a day and how you can do it so very easily. And so I wanted to share with you guys about that method. I'm not going to share his how to read a book in 10 minutes. It's not speed reading. It's something different. It's about being a gold miner and finding these golden nuggets, these little treasures in the books, and just getting straight to that instead of having to read the whole entire book. So I'm going to put a link down below where he explains this whole process. I'm going to put his TED Talk, and then I'm going to also put in another link on his method of how he reads a book a day. And so you can check out those links below. This video is just really going to talk about why I really love this method and why I think you guys should at least give it a try. If anything, just try it out. And that's what I say with everything. Like, just try it out for a bit, and if you don't like it, then you can stop doing it. But at least you tried it, and you can say you like it, or you didn't, or it didn't resonate with you. And this resonated with me, so maybe it might resonate with you. And if it doesn't, totally cool. Like, this is what life is about. It's about exploring and figuring out what works for you. So the reason why I really like this method is because you don't read a book. You know, this isn't that big of a book, but for some people, this is pretty big book. And so you don't have to read a book from start to finish. You just literally pick the chapter that is going to work for you. And how you do that is you just read through the table of contents. And for whatever reason, if a certain chapter title reads out to you and really resonates for you, you're going to go to that chapter, you're going to read that chapter, and then you are going to find those golden nuggets. Sometimes I'll pick a chapter and it's not really it, and then I'll just jump to somewhere else. But really letting go of this need that I have to read a book from start to finish, and then it kind of just has you stuck, because there's some times where you get to a book and it's just not inspiring you for whatever reason, and then you kind of just like stop, and then you kind of don't really progress anymore. And that's horrible, right? And when you start to realize that in the book industry, most books are just all fluff because an author comes to them, has this great idea, and really you can probably just summarize it in a few pages, or, you know, maybe 10 pages. But you have to make a book, so you have to put in all these stories, different ways of saying it, repetition, because repetition is really key, right? And then you get this big old book. But the real essence, the core of the book, you don't really need to read the whole thing. And this isn't applicable to all books, but for most books, like, you only need to really get a few bits of it. And the beautiful thing about it is we are all on our own journeys. We are all on different paths within our lives. And so what would resonate for me at this moment might be the beginning part of a book, or the middle part of the book, or the end part of the book. And just picking that, getting this fear of missing out motive, and really just resonating with that piece of knowledge, really soaking it in. And, you know, we really can't process huge amounts of information. So it's really just beautiful, because you'll read for 10 to 15 minutes or an hour for me sometimes, because I am a slow reader, but I'll really grasp this concept and really be with that more than if I were just reading 8 hours every single day and I'm just getting all of this information, but I'm not really able to process it, right? I'm really about giving these little like spicks of information so that you can really sit with it, process it, and then move on with it, right? And so I really love this method. I also am not a fan that I come to realize is these book summaries, because a lot of times these book summaries, even though it's giving you the core message, a lot of times it's kind of watered down because either you're not reading it in the author's way of explaining it so beautifully that it might not be so much of a aha, like, oh, this is a real golden nugget for you, because I'm like, if I were to do a summary for something, I'm just like, oh, well, this is what it's about. And it's just not so beautifully said, you know? I'm not an author, and especially I'm not an author on that topic. So you'll see I'm going to start doing book reviews is I'm actually reading more of what certain quotes are said in a book and how that really resonates with me and is seen as a golden nugget. And whether that's seen as a golden nugget for you or not is a different story, and is why you should do your own book a day, because what I might be sharing as my book summary or my golden nuggets, it might not be your big aha or your golden nuggets because your life is so different. Maybe you already learned that. Maybe you're not ready for that. There's so many different possibilities. So finding the things that resonate with you, and you can only do that if you explore yourself and find out yourself. I'm not saying it doesn't hurt to get all these different knowledges, but definitely find out for yourself. So there you have it. You can easily read a book a day, and I would love to hear your guys' comments about this. Do you guys already use Tai Lopez Book a Day method? If so, put in the comments before how it's helping you, or if you are considering it, I would love to hear, like, maybe why don't you love reading books, and, you know, kind of help you with that limiting belief, because these are all limiting beliefs in our heads, and we can reframe it so that it can work into your favor. If you have any questions, you can always put them down below or email me at connect@jennyclary.net. Also, please like this video if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about this book club and how to live the fulfilled life, because that's what I'm getting from all of these books. You know, these are all mini mentors, and I am picking the best nuggets from those mentors and using it to create my fulfilling life. And we all are going to have different fulfilling lives to create. So I talk about that. So definitely subscribe to my channel. And I love to always end on the note that you guys are amazing super beings, superstars. And a lot of times society kind of dampers that, and our light just kind of like gets taken out. And we're just like, what are we doing in life? What, you know, I'm like not great, you know, society tells me this, this, and that, and it messes up our brain, and we kind of go insane in the membrane. And to kind of correct that, get back to our true selves, and to let that light shine and to ignite that again. So I would love, love, love for you to realize that right now in this moment, or by watching some more of my videos, so that you can gain that confidence back of how badass you really are. Anyways, I'll talk with you guys soon, and I hope this video helps you. Bye.